It has been exactly 1 week since Alex Ekubo was buried in Arochukwu on June 18, 2026. 1 week. And in that 1 week, more has been revealed about this man's life, his family, his death, and the circumstances surrounding everything than was revealed in the entire 40 years he was alive. And Nigeria is now asking a question that is sending chills across every platform. Is the spirit of Alex Ekubo Okwarake, Ikuku, resting in peace? Or is something else happening? Because in Igbo tradition and across many African spiritual traditions, the period immediately after a burial is considered the most spiritually active time in the entire death cycle. The spirit of the deceased has not yet fully departed. It is still present, still watching, still aware of everything happening around the family, around the burial ground, around the people who managed his final days. And if that spirit senses that things were not done correctly, if it senses that truth was hidden, that family was disrespected, that the proper rites were not followed, it makes noise, it agitates, it brings things to the surface. A commenter on Gismama NG's previous video captured this perfectly. She wrote, "What if Ikuku's spirit is now in action and ready to bring all the evil deeds out? Remember, human heart is deceptive. Only God truly sees us and the dead. This is just 1 week after the burial, and Ikuku's spirit is disgracing and bringing everything to light." 1 week, and the amount of truth that has surfaced in that 1 week is extraordinary. Now let Gismama take you through everything that has emerged since the burial on June 18, 2026, because the picture being painted by the biological Ekubo family and now confirmed by the eldest uncle of the family himself is one of the most disturbing things to emerge from any Nigerian celebrity story in recent memory. 3 biological Ekubo family members have spoken publicly. David Ekubo posted first, saying the family was not informed Alex died on May 11, they were denied the right to view the body, and the biological sister and mother had not been formally told the cause of death. Then a female family member named Ithi Ekubo supported David's account. Then Ekubo Clinton came forward with additional bombshells, including the blood clot on Alex's eyes that he personally observed when he stood his ground and insisted on seeing the corpse. And now, the most significant confirmation of all has arrived. A person with direct communication with the family spoke on the phone with Uncle Namdi Ekubo, Alex Ekubo's eldest uncle, for over 30 minutes. And what Uncle Namdi said has ended all debate about whether these allegations are true. He said, "Everything Clinton and David are saying is the truth." The eldest uncle of the Ekubo Okwarate family, confirming everything in a phone conversation that was recorded, with voice recordings now in the possession of the person who made that call. Now let Gismama tell you the specific revelations that came from that conversation, because some of these details are things that Nigeria has never heard before, and they change the entire narrative of this story from its very foundation. The first revelation is the one that stopped Gismama completely. Nigeria has been operating under one understanding about Alex Ekubo's biological mother for years. The narrative that has been circulating, the one that Nigeria accepted without question, was that his biological mother died a long time ago. That is why we never saw her. That is why she was never mentioned. That is why nobody asked about her. That narrative is not true. Alex Ekubo's biological mother is alive. She is alive right now. She was alive when he was sick. She was alive when he died. She was alive when he was buried in Arochukwu on June 18, 2026. And she was not told her son was sick. She was not told her son was in hospital, and she was not properly informed of the circumstances surrounding his death. A living mother who did not know her son was dying, who did not know her son had died until it was announced publicly, who watched the burial of her child from the outside of a process that she should have been at the center of. Now Nigeria must ask itself a very uncomfortable question. For years, when Alex Ekubo appeared publicly with a woman Nigeria assumed was his mother, who exactly was that woman? The answer that is now emerging is that the woman Nigeria has been seeing all along is his stepmother. His biological mother, who is alive, was invisible, hidden, not present in any of his public appearances, not mentioned in any of his tributes, not seen at the service of songs, not seen at the burial. A living mother, made invisible. Then there is the revelation about Chioma, Alex Ekubo's only biological sister. The same mother, the same blood, a young woman who reportedly bears a striking resemblance to her brother. Chioma confirmed in a direct conversation that the last time she had a video call with Alex, she had heard rumors that he was sick and had left social media because of his health. She called him on video. She asked him directly, and he looked into that camera and told her, "Do I look like someone who is sick?" He denied his own illness to his biological sister, looking at her through a screen. And the next time Chioma heard about her brother, he was dead. She was told the following day after May 11, 2026, not on the day he died, the following day. Now let Chismama also address what Uncle Namdi said about why the family waited until after the burial to speak publicly. Because some people have been asking, if all of this is true, why did they not say something before the burial? Why did they let everything proceed? The answer is both human and heartbreaking. The Ekubo family is known as a family of peace. They did not want to cause a public scene during the burial of their son. They wanted to have the discussion privately first. They tried, and most importantly, Alex's father is currently dealing with a severe stroke. Any news that agitates him could worsen his condition or even kill him. So the family made a deliberate choice. Let the burial proceed, protect the father, handle it quietly behind closed doors, and only come public when all internal efforts have been exhausted and they received nothing but insults and neglect in return. That is not a family chasing clout. That is a family that tried everything the right way first. Now, there is one more dimension to this story that Gist Mama must address, and it is the dimension that the writer of this document raised directly. He wrote, "What can the family do to Ikuku that his biological mother and sister and other family members from both paternal and maternal sides will mean nothing to him, and he will distance himself from all of them and focus only on the stepmother's side and her people?" He then wrote, "If na jazz now that the issue is coming, it automatically means the power is fading or has faded completely." Jazz. Spiritual manipulation. This is now being raised not by a random social media user, but by someone who has spoken directly with Uncle Namdi and Chioma and has voice recordings of those conversations. And combined with the Ikuku spiritual context, a man who was nicknamed the Wind, whose spirit is described as powerful and present. The suggestion that something spiritually wrong happened around Alex Ekubo's life and his estrangement from his blood family is a conversation that Nigeria's spiritually minded community is taking very seriously. Because the pattern being described, a successful man who gradually cuts off his biological family, stops attending their events, grows distant from his biological sister, does not treat his father's stroke despite having the financial means to do so, hides his illness from his blood, and allows arrangements around his death to be made entirely without his family's knowledge. That pattern is not what Nigeria expects from a man who was publicly known for his warmth, his generosity, and his deep love for the people around him. Something changed him. Something turned him away from his blood. And whether that something was human influence, spiritual manipulation, or a personal choice that he made deliberately, the biological Ekubo family is saying they deserve to understand what it was, because they are the ones left behind, with a living mother who was made invisible, with a sick father fighting a stroke, with a biological sister who was told her brother was dead the day after he died. Now, Gismama wants to say something important and direct. Alex Ekubo was a good man,
Everything his Nollywood colleagues said about him, the warmth, the generosity, the faith, the love, Gismama believes all of it. A man can be genuinely good and still be in a situation where people around him made choices that hurt others. A man can love deeply and still have blind spots. A man can be ikuku, the wind, and still be moved in directions that take him away from the people who needed him most. Gismama is not condemning Alex Ekubo. Gismama is saying that his spirit, the ikuku spirit that his father called him by, the spirit that his colleagues said touched every life it encountered, that spirit deserves to rest in a truth that is full and complete, not a partial truth, not a managed narrative, the full truth. And the biological Ekubo family, Uncle Namdi, Chioma, the living biological mother, the father on a wheelchair fighting a stroke, the eldest uncle who has confirmed everything, and their voice recordings, the Ikuku spirit is not resting, and it will not rest until the truth is told completely. Subscribe to Gismama NG, hit the like button, share this video, hit the notification bell. See you in the next one.